The rise of AI journalism? Fact or fiction? Newsroom without humans? You picture this. You wake up, grab your phone, and scroll through articles. Every single one written not by a journalist, but by an AI. It's not science fiction. This is already happening in some media outlets. News agencies are turning to AI tools like GPT to draft sports reports, weather updates, and even breaking news. The appeal is obvious: instant content generation, 24/7. But with machines taking over the newsroom, the question arises: what happens to traditional journalism? Can a bot really understand nuance, context, or moral responsibility? This new wave of AI-generated journalism promises speed and scale, but could it cost us authenticity and accountability? Speed versus substance. One major advantage of AI in journalism is speed. An AI can process large data sets and publish reports faster than any human ever could. In moments of crisis, natural disasters, political events, this speed can be life-saving. It gets crucial info out fast. But there's a trade-off. In the rush to publish, accuracy and depth can suffer. Machine might miss context or misinterpret irony or sarcasm. Can we really trust something written in seconds over someone who investigates for hours or even days? A tool, not a replacement, some argue. AI isn't here to replace journalists, but to assist them. Think of AI as a research intern good at sorting data, finding trends, and generating drafts. Journalists can then spend more time investigating, analyzing, and crafting deeper narratives. This could lead to richer, more insightful journalism. It's a partnership model. Human creativity meets machine efficiency. Together, they might elevate journalism to a new level. But it depends on how this partnership is structured and who controls the AI, the bias algorithm. One of the biggest ethical concerns is bias. AI learns from data, and if that data is biased, the output will be too. News generated by AI could unintentionally reinforce stereotypes or promote misinformation. Worse, algorithms might favor sensational headlines to boost clicks, rather than focusing on balanced reporting. So who's responsible when AI gets it wrong? The developers, the publishers, or the machines themselves? Who owns the truth? In the age of AI journalism, defining truth becomes murky. Machines don't have opinions, but they reflect the biases of those who build and train them. If an AI writes thousands of articles based on biased data, what kind of truth is it spreading? And if media companies rely on AI to cut costs, could that lead to monopolies controlling the flow of information? The line between information and manipulation becomes dangerously thin. Deepfakes and synthetic stories. AI doesn't just write, it can create images, voices, and videos. Combine this with journalism, and you have a powerful and potentially dangerous mix. Imagine watching a news report that looks real but is entirely synthetic. AI-generated anchors, AI-written scripts, and AI visuals. This opens the door to deepfake journalism, where fake stories can be made to look terrifyingly real. How do we protect society when truth and fiction become visually indistinguishable? The disinformation dilemma. AI can flood the internet with content real, fake, or somewhere in between. In a world already struggling with fake news, this adds fuel to the fire. Bad actors could weaponize AI to spread propaganda, disrupt elections, or incite panic. All at scale, all at lightning speed. The sheer volume of content could drown out legitimate journalism, making it harder for audiences to tell fact from fiction. Fighting disinformation in the age of AI might become one of the biggest challenges of our time. Journalism without journalists. If AI can write the news, do we still need journalists? Some fear a future where machines dominate storytelling and humans become obsolete. But journalism isn't just writing. It's asking tough questions, verifying sources, and holding power accountable. These are things machines can't yet do. They lack the curiosity, courage, and conscience that drive real journalism. Removing journalists from the process means removing human judgment, empathy, and responsibility. The trust crisis, public trust in the media, is already low. Introducing AI might make it worse, and less transparency becomes a priority. Readers deserve to know if what they're reading was written by a person or a machine. Labeling AI-generated content is essential, but even that may not be enough. Trust must be earned through accuracy, accountability, and openness, whether the writer is human or not. Regulation, too late or just in time? Governments are beginning to look at regulating AI, including its use in journalism, but regulation often lags behind innovation. If we wait too long, AI-driven misinformation could spread unchecked. But if we rush, we might stifle legitimate uses. Finding the right balance is tricky. Protect the public without killing innovation. One thing is clear: the laws of journalism must evolve to match the speed of AI, the economics of AI news for publishers. AI is a dream: more content, fewer costs. But what about the value of the content itself? If everyone can use AI to generate articles, won't news become a commodity, cheap, fast, and shallow? Journalism risks losing its depth and diversity if driven purely by profit and algorithms. You must ask, is cheaper news really better news? Global impacts in regions with limited access to news, AI journalism could be transformative. It can translate, summarize, and spread local stories globally. This democratization of information sounds promising, but again, quality control is key. If the world relies on AI to tell their stories, local voices and cultures might be lost in translation. Global news should connect us, not flatten us into algorithmic sameness. The rise of AI reporters. Some media outlets already feature AI as reporters. They have names, profiles, and even bylanes. This trend blurs the line between fiction and reality, especially if audiences don't know these reporters aren't real. Does a robot deserve a byline? Can it be held accountable? The very concept of authorship and integrity in journalism is being redefined. Can AI report on AI? Strange paradox. If AI dominates journalism, can it report objectively on its own impact? Would an AI article ever criticize its own use or limitations? Likely that's a job for human journalists. We need human oversight to maintain honesty, skepticism, and moral judgment in AI-related stories. Otherwise, we risk letting an AI write its own uncritical narrative of power. The future we choose, AI journalism is not inherently good or bad, it's a tool. How we use it will define its legacy. Will we choose transparency, collaboration, and responsibility? Or fall into the traps of automation, bias, and manipulation? This is a turning point. The way we handle AI in journalism will shape the future of how we understand the world. So the question remains: will robots inform us or mislead us? The future of truth is in our hands.